Boys. Stars of the week dropped today. Obviously, we had conference tours yesterday, and sorry I didn't have a video going over it, but Rush is coming, and I wanted to do this video to kind of prepare us for Rush. I could do it yesterday or tomorrow, but then Rush would be literally 12 hours after I post the video. So I want to give you guys ample enough time to consider what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. We'll talk about conference tours. Maybe we'll open up some packs or whatnot. I was going to save conference tours packs and story of the week packs for Thursday, but I think I'm gonna do my first big pack opening on Friday when Rush comes. I think it's just smart to do so. Yes, I may pull some LTDs in this time frame, but I'm being smart. I'm being a true no money spent player and just thinking ahead, right? Obviously, you can see I'm at 11 million. I still have stuff selling. We'll probably be closer to 14. I just want to chill. So hit the like button, drop us up. I know this content is different. You know, yesterday with the sophomore packs was ass, by the way, but you guys wanted to see it. And then today, like I said, we're just preparing for Rush. Right, I can't just always open up packs all the time because remember, I don't spend money on this game. So I got to manage my coins, got to do different things. So just wanted to break this down with y'all, and we're going to have this conversation, what to expect to a Rush, what it should look like. And there's something that I think that's not talked about that happened in last Rush that I don't think is going to happen in this Rush. I think is going to be great. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, check the score. No, I'm balling.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the release of the last two conference tours. I'm not going to get into packs, but I'm going to talk about the cards because they're going to coincide with what I'm going to talk about moving forward, right, in terms of Rush. We look at the cards today, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this. Shout out to Mikey. He actually tagged me in Twitter in a little excerpt trying to break this down around why these cards are so expensive, right? And I was like, I was making a video about this anyway, so perfect. So let's talk about the cards today. Great names. Eddie George, fantastic name, love it. Doesn't quite hit the Adrian Peterson speed threshold, but it hits the Adrian Peterson price point, right? 1.2 million, crazy. Absolute. So I would understand if you're chasing, but remember, these cards are in packs for a week. And we don't know if we're going to get Halloween Rush for 1 week, 2 weeks, so that's something why I'm just chilling, right? I could actually be opening up packs, trying to chase these cards. Then on the weekend, these cards are, Gunner could be down to 800K this weekend, right? And there's no guarantee I'd pull him today, right? So just want to show you guys that. Obviously, when it comes to the stars of the week, W cards, absolute W. From my boy Zaven Brown got a card, Alabama legend, big pick six, absolutely game-changing pick six if you ask me. So glad he got a card. Even him, 220. He's a champion, right? We know how champions move. We've seen this story too much. TJ Capers, signal caller Sam linebacker, which means he gets the quick jump. Now, does he get the discounted quick jump like Michael Sam got, which made him so great? I don't believe he does. He does not. So that's not here nor there. Now, just talking about conference tours quickly from yesterday, those cards are fantastic too. And again, last time I checked, shout out to Nipsey Hussle, they were expensive. So, also something quickly I want to talk about. EA. I don't know if you watch my videos. I don't think I got that clout like the people claim. I'm an EA employee. This set right here, this need to change. Ain't no way we doing each one of these sets, which costs 400 to 500K each week, depending on when you get it, for a B&D Ryan Williams. That needs to be auctioned. Just want to 100% set that standard right now. 100% needs to be auctionable. Conference tours, obviously we have the MAC today or this week, so you got to get your 25 players in MAC to get your free token to get yourself a Jordan Tyson. W's in the chat when it comes to that. But also what we're talking about the catalog. When it comes to the conference tours, again, man, with Rush up and coming, I'm staying clear. I'm absolutely staying clear. You can say Jason Taylor, fantastic card. He's above $1 million. I wonder if he gets discounted quick jump like Derek Brooks does. I would assume he does because he's a speed rusher. He does. Bronze at 7, bronze at 5, silver at 7, which is an absolute dub. And then we have Shamar Easter, best tight end in the game. Again, patience. Patience when it comes to LTDs, and I'm going to explain why. We're going to get into this a little bit more. And obviously we have the 91 cards. I don't think any of the 91 cards are crazy yesterday. The right guard, who was the set card, is probably the best card, but that's not here nor there. Let's have a conversation about Rush, right? Now, I'm going to go back to the previous Rush, right? Season 2 Rush. Now, what made Season 2 Rush very unique is that we got it right before an odds boost. Now, this Rush, though, we won't get it before an odds boost. We got an odds boost last week. I don't expect an odds boost this week. Next week, it should be the week after that we get an odds boost. So, Now, why is that important? Usually with Rush, as you can see with these LTDs, there's one Rush LTD that's in for the entirety of Rush, and then they usually do 24 hours LTDs. Now, last time they switched it up on us. They made all the Rush LTDs in there for 24 hours. For the whole entirety of Rush, depending on how long Rush is, right? Because if we compare, we didn't get a Halloween Rush last year, but we got a Christmas Rush last year, which I believe was like a week and a half to 2 weeks long. We had our week-long LTDs, which I believe was like Reggie Bush and someone else, and then we had 24-hour LTDs. Now, why am I talking about this? The reason why these cards, everyone is so scarred from the last Rush, everyone thought these cards in investing, and then we had an odds boost, which when we got an odds boost, what happened? We were at 88 plus overalls, right? And then we went up to 89s. And you know when you go up to 89s with the training, in one of the packs, it was basically you could pull, I think it was the alumni or something, 2 alumni, and then the rest were these. Jaden Daniels, this one right here was like 900K going into that odds boost, dropped down to 400K instantly. So that's something we don't have to worry about. So obviously you got to be locked in, hit the noties. We're going to be talking about investments when it comes to Rush, and depending on the LTDs, right? And if you guys remember, 2 days ago on Market Monday, I talked about Grimes. Now, the reason why, and I'm standing on business when it comes to this, I have 2. I'm cool with the 2 that I pulled. I'm terrified to invest in this card because it can go 2 ways. You can invest in it. We don't get a receiver. He goes to the moon because he's 2 speed faster than the next receiver. You can invest with him. We get a Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss. He drops down to like 700K. Now, me, because I pulled them, I'm kind of playing with house money, right? Because no matter what, I'm going to make profit because I pulled them. It just depends on how much profit I'm going to make. So if you want to invest, if you want to shoot, close to 900K as possible. But be wary. I do not have any EA connections, but I am almost certainly confident we get a receiver at some point. There's no reason why he should be 2 speed faster than the next closest receiver. That means to me, EA is going to bridge that gap, right? So him being, because we can't get to Jordan Tyson yet, we can't get to Ryan Williams yet. Him being 2 speed faster than Brian Westco, EA has to bridge that. Because if he doesn't bridge that, when he's out of packs, he's up to 2.5 million because that is such a discrepancy. It's not a +1 speed. It's a +2 speed. And also he's on air rate too. So most of the times I know a lot of people that has Grimes up to 95 speed, right? So I'm just prefacing when it comes to that look, if you want to invest, today's the day to invest, but I don't know. But then also tomorrow, Thursday, before we get the preview of Rush, if he spikes up to like 1.5, I may sell off one. Give me that quick little dopamine spike and then move there. Now, when it comes to Rush in Town, right? And we're talking about Rush because we're going to have to go to the store. Obviously, we have our LTDs. I just talked about it. They're in there for a week. And then usually we have 24-hour LTDs, but they could change that. They could all be in there for a week or however long that they're going to be in there for, right? Now, with Rush, first thing's going to happen is you're going to have your Rush tab right next to the feature tab. Generally, we have a Rush opportunity pack, which is usually around like 2,000 training, where you either get it'll be an 80 overall or a 91 LTD. That's what it'll be, right? So obviously buying training right now, and ideally for training, I would like to get it around 15 per or less, because what happens during Rush, you see all these basic B&D packs, we get a lot of these, right? We get specific Rush packs, right? When we're talking about a Rush coverage pack, where it contains safeties, cornerbacks, and then we have trenches pack that contains, defensive linemen, offensive linemen. We have, backfield packs that contain running backs. You get the point, right? And during those time frames, those specific positions get altered. Also, we have specific times, and it comes out in increments. It's usually around 10:30, the times vary, right? But we'll get specific Rush increments throughout the day, right? It's usually 3 drops we get. It's like 10, 6, and then 10. 10 a.m., 6, or 10. You get what I'm saying. The time frames change, right? So with Rush, all of it's B&D, which everyone tries to sell their team, and I'm going to be very adamant right now. Do not sell your team. Why? Because there's no one buying packs now. When Rush comes out, people are going to be buying packs. They're going to be B&D. There's going to be no supply on the market. People are going to realize that, and then they're going to go buy. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not selling my team, right? So I'm in the boat with you all. So, but you do what you want. I'm just telling you what I'm doing at the end of the day, because I've seen too many of these rushes. Even though they've changed, altered, they still have the same pattern every single time. Now, LTDs come down, specifically the LTDs that are in packs, because people are buying so many offers. You get these B&D offers. So to use it for example, we just got Jason Taylor yesterday, right? When the Trenches pack comes out, he's going to be, because in that Trenches pack, you can only pull Rush LTDs and then the specific positions. And then also, let's say it's an edge, he's an edge, right? Let's say they come out with a receiving pack, wide receiver, tight end. You know who's going to be affected? Shamar Easter, because people are going to be pulling a Shamar Easter out of that, right? Then obviously there's going to be platinum packs and all that different type of stuff. So when it comes to Rush, I just need you guys to be in the mindset of, okay, and to me, the first day of Rush is usually the best, and then it goes downhill. Rush gets old pretty quick, but it also depends on how long we have Rush, right? Because we have Rush this week, and then next Friday is Halloween. So I expect it go to next Friday, but then it may also go into the following week, which we'll get an odds boost. I believe it's like on the 2nd or 3rd of November. We'll get an odds boost, right? So that's something to consider, and that's the reason why you see everything high right now. That's the reason why Gunnar Stockton is 1.2. There's a reason why, or 1.5. There's a reason why Eddie George is 1.2. I don't see a lot of people buying these packs, and me personally, I'm not buying these packs, right? I'm going to wait until tomorrow, and we may do a video tomorrow of opening all these basic B&D packs, doing a little bit of training. And then also, this is something I want you guys to keep in mind. When it comes to the Rush packs, right? All these will be updated to have potential Rush LTDs, every single one. Now, I want you to remember something. Look at each one of these packs and see which one is the most beneficial for you to roll for Rush LTDs if you want, right? And then obviously take your coins if need be. I feel like the alumni pack is going to be fantastic. Now, allow me to explain why. So we're going to have Rush LTDs all weekend. We're going to have all the LTDs we currently have. We're going to have the 2 seasoned players, right? Look at alumni. How many 91 do we have in alumni? We have 2 currently, right? So 2 currently and then 1 LTD. But then, so 2 currently champions, 1 LTD. Season champion, season champion. Rush LTD for a week. Rush LTD for 24 hours. Another Rush LTD for 24 hours. And that's just Saturday. So on Saturday, there's going to be 6 LTDs potentially in this pack. You only have a chance to pull 2 champions. Big brain. Keep that in mind, big brain. And obviously Friday we get nightmares as well. So if you want any nightmare cards, that's cool. Do that. Now, speaking of nightmare cards, I'll talk about that quickly too. DJ Pickett. That's the one I've gotten so many questions about. Again, I'm terrified because EA just has, when they drop, and look, you can't, there's not even a nightmare. Oh, I think he's at 92. When EA drops these positions, like any other week, I'm buying both of these DJ Pickett's and flipping them for 1.5. But this week, we can get a Charles Woodson. We can get a Champ Bailey. We can get, you know what I mean? And I know people are saying, oh, he's 6'5", so he's going to hold his price. You're absolutely right. But also, speed kills. So the fact that let's say we get a DB with 93 speed. You know what's going to happen to these guys? It's the same thing with the receiver. If we get a Calvin Johnson, names sometimes hold value more than actual positions and prices and things of that nature. So, yeah, look, I wanted to break down this and wanted to do a video. Obviously, I know I love packs and all the different type of stuff, but I feel like right now it's not smart to open up any packs. If you want to spend money, which I know I don't spend money, save it for Rush. There'll be platinum bundles. There'll be different things you can potentially pull and things of that nature. I feel like it's a chill week. It's a calm before the storm. How I like to say it. It's super calm right now. The market is super high. And I don't see it dropping drastically. On the higher end market, yes, right? But in the lower end market, you know, training, if you want to participate in Rush, because there will be training roles. There'll be opportunity packs and all the different type of stuff. And like I said, 15 per is the most. If you want to go 87s at 35K, 86s, those are the best to me. 89s under 80 are great. Those are the 3 that I will be going after. But I just wanted to talk about Rush, man. And because, like I said, if I do this video on Wednesday, it gives this video 48 hours to circulate before Rush actually comes out and give you guys an understanding what's going to happen during Rush, what's going to be my plan of attack. Depending on when the Rush LTDs, how long they're in packs for, they're in packs 24 hours. Every 24-hour LTD I'm buying. Because we don't have an odds boost next week, so when they're out of packs, they're out of packs. Specifically, if it's a good-ass card, they will go to the moon. 130%, they will go to the moon. And if you want to use examples, if we go back, and I'll end this video off with this, let's go back to the very first Rush, because the second Rush was didn't really matter, right? Because we had an odds boost. You look at a lot of these first Rush cards, right? Now, if you guys remember, who was it? Randy Moss. Remember Randy Moss's this card? If you played earlier, He was down to like 700K. He went out for 24 hours, shot to like 1.5. Same thing happened with Adrian Peterson. He's the best. DeMarcus Ware. And remember, we have these ultimate LTDs of the version, and then we have the normal LTDs. And the difference between the two, the ultimate LTDs got like a discounted bucket. Now, in the first season, they got more speed. And last one, they didn't get more speed. It was just more ability. So it really just depends, and we got to do a wait and see approach is the biggest thing that I want to get through with you all, and that's why a lot of people are not opening up packs, because they're waiting to see when it comes to this rush thing, what's going to transpire, how we're going to cook with it, what avenue we're going to go down, which route we're going to take, and that's very important. That's very important when it comes to this rush, because you can't put all your eggs in the basket. Oh, I'm going to sell my team and buy back. It's B&D, right? You're not getting supply, so what are you buying back? If your supply is gone, nothing to really buy back, right? Oh, I'm going to invest in these LTDs. Well, if they're in there a week, can't really invest in them on day one. You got to wait till the end, right, of the week. Oh, well, it's going to go into the third. It's going to do 10 days. Well, that kind of hinder us. So the biggest thing, patient with this, patient, lock in with me. I'm going to give you guys everything that I can in terms of breaking stuff down, where to go, what to attack, and things of that nature. Good offers or whatnot. So yeah, so appreciate you boys. Just wanted to give this video out. Let me know down below if you have any question in regards to Rush. Obviously, you can hit me on the DMs on the Discord and Twitter. I suck at them because I'm on the other side of the world, so sometimes I don't get to see them, but I will get to them eventually. And if I don't, I apologize. Just at me on Twitter or whatnot, or in the Discord. So appreciate you boys. Let's have a great Rush. Again, temper expectations, but I'm excited about us because it gives us something new and something fun. So yeah, I'm out. Deuces.